What up guys, Salafil here, back at it today with another Battlerite gameplay guide. So today we're gonna take a look at one of my favorite champions to play.
Samus!
Just kidding, we're gonna take a look at Destiny. So she's honestly my favorite champion in Battlerite, mainly because she looks so much like Samus and plays like Samus as well. So let's take a look at her abilities. On the mouse 1, we have Power Blaster dealing 16 damage and also decreasing the cooldown of your mouse 2 by 1 every time you hit it. So pretty important that you keep hitting those mouse 1s on them bastards. The EX mouse 1 will have Transform Weapon. It turns your weapon into a shield generating blaster that actually gives you a 6 damage shield every time you hit it, and if you hit an ally with it, it also gives them a shield. So really important if you want to clutch out like 1v1s, or if your teammate is actually like going in, if it's like another DPS unit, you don't have heals, pretty good to use it on them. So mouse 2 Charge Bolt, amazing mouse 2 here. The projectile deals 8 to 32 damage according how much you charge it, and it also inflicts spell block. So 0.5 seconds spell block if they use an ability, turns into a silence for 0.7 seconds. So amazing mouse 2 here. The space ability, actually Destiny is one of those champions that do not have a generic space ability that you can get away from people whenever you want. So instead they gave her the Morph Ball. So we have 125% movement speed bonus, and if you hit someone with it, it deals 16 damage and pushes them away. So really strong ability there. The counter, I think, is the best counter in all of Battlerite. Whenever they proc it, you go into the air in this range for 0.6 seconds. Then you throw an AoE that deals 22 damage. And you get to select a target location to land as well. So really strong counter. On the E, we have Plasma Wall, pretty much Pearl's Bubble. It stops projectiles from coming at you whenever it wears off. Then the projectiles would remain their course. It also inflicts snare for people that go through it. So really good there for defensive play. So we have EXE called Lockdown. One of my favorite abilities here is pretty much a prison, like for example Veigar's E on League of Legends. So you put it down, whenever they go out of the ring they get stunned. So really awesome ability, and goes really well with our next ability here, which is Megasphere. Megasphere is pretty much an AoE that you throw. You can pop it for a 30 damage AoE that pushes the targets away a little bit. So if you throw this in a ring and they're inside of it, they need to go like out of it, right? And then even if they don't, you throw this out and they will get pushed out and then stunned. So you can follow up with a mouse 2 or mouse 1. Really strong ability here on her R. The ultimate ability, it's called Pinball. Pretty much like the name says, it bounces off of walls. It can hit a target for up to 60 damage if they're hit twice, and every consecutive hit I think reduces like half of it. So if the target is like nearby a wall and you throw this out, they're guaranteed to get bursted by like 60 damage or something like that, and they also get stunned after it. So really strong ability. Pretty much these are the abilities that Destiny has. Let's get into the playground so I can show you some tips and tricks for her. Alright guys, so we're back in the playground with Destiny. What I wanted to show you is how the EX mouse 1 works. So it starts a timer and turns your blaster into a shield generating ability, that we know, right? But if you use it, it will stack your shield by 6 every time you hit it for up to 40. Also, if you hit it onto your ally, it will give them the shield as well. So if you have like a Destiny backhoe team, or Freya, or Rook, and they're going in taking a lot of pressure, you want to use this, pop the EX mouse 1, hit them with it, they don't take that much damage, and yourself you get actually a shield so they cannot turn back on you as well. Also, another thing that I wanted to show you is if you're in a 1v1, you do want to use your prison a lot. This is an amazing ability. So how I combo it is waiting for them to use their escape abilities. I will throw it down and then use my morph ball, push them out, and then use my charge bolt right after, silence them, and probably get a mouse 1 follow-up afterwards. So really strong. Also, if you manage to get 2 people inside of the prison like this, you want to throw the mega sphere, use it, and they both get stunned. Then you can follow up with your teammate with a lot of damage. So those two are really good to use in conjunction, you know, prison space or prison R, really good. Also, what I wanted to tell you guys is that your ultimate is really strong in certain stages. For example, this one is one of them because the walls are kind of in a good position, right? So you can do probably something like this.
Bruh.
Well, that wasn't a good example, but you can like bounce off of this one, bounce off of this one, and then go right into the middle and stuff like that. So it's really good to use the ultimate in certain stages, but there's stages that also have like walls too far apart, and it's not good to use your ultimate. So in that case, you do want to use your EX mouse 1. Your EX E is amazing, and your R way more than your ultimate. So also another strat is you can take mid pretty easy with Destiny. Just auto attack twice, and then if they're coming close, you push it away and then cancel it, auto attack one more time, and you can take mid pretty easily that way. Remember that your default cancel key is C, so you can cancel pretty much any ability right after you use it. So pretty important there. Now if we get to the Battlerites here, I don't recommend people going for plasma infusion, because most of the time whenever you use a wall is because you want to get away or you want to zone people with their projectiles, so you won't be actually hitting too many mouse once through the wall either way. Usually you do, but I mean it's not that good. It's just a shield. You have your counter, you have a lot of stuff that you can use instead of this Battlerite. So power attachment, amazing Battlerite, something that you need to go with every time. I think it's a must-have with Destiny. It just increases the damage of your snipe by 6 whenever you charge it, dealing 38. It was 40 before, they nerfed it a little bit, but still really strong. System shock, it pretty much increases the amount of time they're silenced, so really strong against double range comps, or if they have like a support that's ranged, that's not serious, or something like that. Pretty good to use, honestly, in that case. So let's say they have a double range comp, we'll go for it, right? So magnetic orb Battlerites, all of them are pretty good, except I think this is the weakest one, which is the recast. Whenever you use the recast, it will jump, and you can actually jump off of walls. It gives you invincibility, so it's really good in certain matchups. But if they have a melee, I would recommend going for the movement speed. It's amazing, gives you a ton of movement speed to pick up orbs, or greens, or you know, oranges or stuff like that. It's a really useful ability, Battlerite here, Globetrotter. So if we go for Violent Revolution, they have to have a melee. Your morph ball will deal 20 damage if that's the case, and increase the knockback by a lot. So for example, if we do these, it will just kill that guy. Actually, it deals 22 damage, I'm sorry. So it's a 16 plus 6, so 22 damage on that. Deals a ton and pushes them away way farther. So really useful against melees. So let's say we go for the movement speed one, you know, to take the greens, have mobility and stuff. So Sky Strike, both of them are amazing. This one is for survivability, gives you a 12 damage shield whenever you come down of your counter. If you hit someone, it gives you an extra 8 damage per hit. So let's say we hit one person after we use the counter, it will be a 20 damage shield whenever you calm down. So really strong. Blast processing, amazing. It deals 8 bonus damage on top of the 22 that you have, so that's 30 damage from that AoE, and increases the radius by 15%. So really amazing. Usually go with this whenever I'm with range, and if I'm in threes, I would probably go for the shield there. Plasma wall, the only one that I recommend, well, the two that I recommend using pretty much is lasting plasma against ranged, and sizzle against melees, because sizzle will actually root the target and deal 6 damage. Lasting plasma pretty much lets you use plasma wall way more and increases the time that the wall is out, so really awesome there. Megasphere is awesome in threes. I cannot tell you that enough. Like, Megasphere is an awesome ability. If you have it and you can use it, you know, way more often, it doesn't increase fadings in there as well. It's an amazing Battlerite to use in threes. So you can probably, you know, take out the system shock in threes and go for the Megasphere and also the lasting plasma. Pretty good comp here in threes, like right here. Now, Transformer is situational. It's an amazing Battlerite for your ultimate, but just use it whenever you're in that, you know, in those stages that are, you know, really good. So if we go for Transformer, it will actually, whenever you're done with your ultimate, and it turns you into the Morphle right after. So I mean, that's pretty good, and also it will bounce way many times than just using your ultimate by itself. So that's pretty much the Battlerites that I run with Destiny. Let's get into a match analysis, guys. Alright guys, so it seems like we got a match here. So we're dealing with a Croak, a Paloma, and a Destiny on their team. And we have a Freya and a Varesh on our team. So for the Battlerites, we're gonna go with Charge Bolt, you know, increase damage on our mouse too. We go for System Shock as well, the increased silence. I think I'm gonna swap the recast here for the mobility one, yeah. Increased movement speed. We go with the damage on the counter instead of the shield, and also lasting plasma, which will let us use our E way more, you know, for those lockdowns and also the plasma wall. So I mean, as I said, guys, when we're back in the playground, Destiny's I mean, amazing character, amazing range character. I think she's one of the strongest ones at the moment, together with Taya and probably I would say Ashka. So yeah, I mean, let's see how we can do against this team. I mean, Croak, Paloma, and Destiny is a pretty good comp in my opinion. It all depends if they know how to use their champions or not. So let's see what happens. Okay, so they start using the mouse 2 there. I cancel mine. Try to fish for some mouse 1s to get the cooldown. I hit the counter there. Push her away with the orb. See? I missed my mouse too. Use the E on Paloma so she gets snared there. We'll take mid, so pretty good on us there. I hit the mouse too. Hit the R for both of them, and hit and again the Paloma with the mouse too. So a lot of damage coming off of my Destiny. We kill the Paloma with 2 mouse 1s there. We throw down the lockdown. He gets stunned. He takes a lot of damage from my mouse 2 and also my R. So for some reason the Croak tries to run here. He gets stunned with the lockdown and then again with the mouse too. So I mean, Destiny's a pretty fast-paced character, guys. She deals a lot of damage. You can see how much damage I dealt on that match there in comparison with my teammates. So I mean, Destiny is amazing. If you like Destiny and you want to get good at her, just keep practicing, guys. She's well worth the time for sure. Alright, so round 2. Let's see what we can do in this round. Okay, so she uses every freaking ability she has there for some reason. I cancel my mouse too, get panicked here. Okay, so I use Morph Ball to get back into action. throw down my E. We destroy the Paloma there. She got destroyed by the Freya and by the R. So I no-scope the Croak there with my mouse too. Throw down the lockdown. Croak gets stunned. I get snared there. We hit the mouse too, and also the R. I mean, that combo right there is just a ton of damage, guys. Not many people can deal with it. So he uses the ultimate to escape. Actually, he walks off there and stuns himself. Try to counter him there. Okay, I missed like 9,000 miles once there. We hit the mouse too with the silence. Increase silence duration, remember, with the Battlerite. So at this point, I mean, Croak running makes no sense because he can't possibly 1v3 us. Just wasting his abilities like he's doing. There we go. The Verish takes it. So, in my opinion, the other team is doing what they can, but the Croak is just not playing with them. Like, he's doing his own thing. So if you're playing Croak, guys, just try to work out, you know, some combos with your team. If you would have been like going for the stunts on me or the Varesh, you know, the Destiny and the Paloma can pretty much destroy anyone that he stuns. So
3, 2, 1.
yeah, just remember that whenever you're playing Croak, guys, you're there to make plays. Alright, so third round here. See what happens. I E the Paloma's ability there. I still hit the mouse too, even though they use Plasma Wall. I get stunned by the Croak. Good on him. He gets snared. I hit the mouse too afterwards. My team is just going in at this point. I can try to make them go to mid by hitting the rune there. I take the rune by myself. The Varesh is with me. I use my magnetic orb to take the greens, take the oranges. So I have to walk all the way back because they're just playing in their spawn at this time. I snipe the Paloma. Luckily there. He gets stunned by the lockdown. Takes a lot of damage from the R. Unfortunately I hit the counter there. So she gets to escape. But now I know that she uses the magnetic orb. Throw down my E. Cancel the thing. Take the rune with my mouse one. Take the greens, take the oranges. And go for the geometry kill with a pinball there. So, I mean, guys, pretty good example of how to play Destiny, in my opinion. Sometimes the damage graph actually like bugs out, so I can't see how much damage I'm dealing. But here we have an example. So I hope you guys enjoy the gameplay. I hope you guys enjoy the guide, and we'll leave you with a match.
Enemy player has disconnected.